Tonight, Nigerians advocate investment in agriculture to boost food production, curtail inflation rates. Plus, Cross River State government adjusts time for statewide monthly sanitation exercise schedule for Saturday, 24 February 2024. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I am Achibong Brasi. The consensus of Nigerians is investing more in agriculture, which will help to boost food production and curtail the present food inflation rates in the country. This was the view of stakeholders during a two-day practical session on training of farmers on setting up and management of coffee and tea nursery in Cross River State. Paul Abel reports.
Cross River is known for its production of cocoa, but it is broadening its web to coffee and tea with the final aim of exporting to create wealth for the people. Championing this call is the Nigerian Export Promotion Council Cross River State Office, with other stakeholders as these farmers are taken through vigorous practical sessions on the propagation of coffee and tea. They speak on the benefits of the training and the vision.
Because we are an agrarian state, we have the land, we have the youth population that is energetic to go into this value chain. So tea and coffee is the right way to go.
It is much. It's only paving a way for us also to develop others to queue up with us with the system.
For us, coffee and tea farmers, it is a plus. So I'm very excited about it. Whatever, we are not assessing it, but for giving us this platform and for the government picking interest in our commodity, I'm very excited about it, especially at this developmental stage.
Tea and coffee initiative that is coming in, we see a huge opportunity to address issues of unemployment, to address issues of wealth creation, to address issues of capacity building, security, because when people are busy and have money in their pockets, the possibilities of insecurity is reduced. So we have a lot of benefits to gain from driving this process. We want to drive it to an implementation. We want to get people to see the true value of what tea or coffee can bring to them in terms of their economic well-being. How can tea make my life better? How can tea help me pay school fees for my children?
The interactive session by stakeholders threw more light on the propagation, processing and marketing of coffee and tea. With the two-day training concluded, what is next for the organizers?
What we are doing is a roadmap. And in this roadmap of development of coffee and tea in Cross River State, we want to first of all arouse the interest of the people on the crops. Once they have the interest to actually embrace the crops, then we have their attention. And what we are really trying to do today is to demonstrate what we have been telling them. Instead of actually talking to them, we want to actually speak to them in practical terms. And that is the reason we brought them to this site, where we are setting up the second nursery for coffee and tea. And also, we'll also be coming up with a demonstration farm from the nursery in the nearest future. So what we are telling them now is to get ready. The land will be ready in our collaboration with Cross River Development Authority and NACOFTAN, also working with CREAM. So we will get these things ready. The next thing we're going to do now is to develop the nursery fully. And then by the next planting season, we will have enough seedlings that we are going to take down to the farms.
Done with the seminars, then we are going to begin raising nurseries, all right, distribute to the farmers, and then grow the crop itself, and then eventually we get to when we start harvesting, processing, and eventually we hope to first feed the population in before export. So we are optimistic that it will go on well.
We can propagate both tea and coffee through seed and through stem cuttings. When you go through the seed, There are procedures, you know, you have to soak it in water. The ones that sink, the sinkers are the ones that are viable. The floaters you discard. Then you take them to the germination pit. From the germination pit, the ones that are cracking are the ones that you now put in your polythene bags. But for the cuttings, you get the cuttings from the field, the stem. The top you discard away, the bottom you discard. But from the middle, where you can have at least 3 to 5 nodes, it is the nodes that we are after. So you cut it. After cutting it, you now use a rooting omo.
The event also featured the inauguration of nursery and demonstration of farm site, as well as distribution of seedlings to farmers in Cross River State. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
The general public is hereby informed that the statewide environmental sanitation exercise for the month of February 2024 will hold Saturday, 24th February 2024. Consequently, business owners and residents are urged to partake in the cleaning and evacuation of waste around their surroundings during the sanitation period. The statement further indicates that there shall be restriction of movement between the hours of 6 and 9 o'clock in the morning, except those on essential duties. Government officials, religious community, and individuals taking part in the State Solemn Assembly on Saturday, 24th February 2024 are therefore requested to obtain their pass at the Ministry of Environment headquarters opposite Cultural Center Complex, Calabar, on or before Friday, 23rd February 2024, as defaulters would be prosecuted by the Cross River State government. And that is it on our trading news tonight. Do join us on Star Time, channel 103, for details of our bulletin. Good evening.